I get to introduce Tim. I thought about so many things that I could say, but most of them were inappropriate, so I won't say them. But needless to say that I absolutely adore Tim and Karol. I've had the privilege of working with them, alongside them, under them for, I don't know, almost a decade. It's felt like 5 now, just kidding. But I absolutely adore them, and they carry the essence of what I'm talking about, that faith to say yes when it's hard, that faith to believe God for more. They create an atmosphere, an environment where I feel like I can take risks, and I think that our staff and our students and interns would agree. So please welcome Tim Svoboda.
Thank you, Ruthie. Thank you so much. Years ago, in a moment of despair, I was standing right out there by that green van, right outside the front door, leaning against that green van and wondering, how in the world am I going to keep on paying the rent every month on this monster? And as I was standing out there in that despair, right at that moment, a policeman walked up, and 3 policemen walked up, and they started busting a guy that was dealing drugs at our front door. And the senior cop walked up to me, and he looked at me and he said, "You know what we're doing here?" He said, "Those 2 guys that are arresting that drug dealer right now, they're rookies. And what we do here in San Francisco is we bring all the rookies to the Tenderloin, and we train them here in the Tenderloin. Because we figure that if they can be a cop in this neighborhood, they can go out and be a cop anywhere." Right then, the Holy Spirit spoke to me. And he said, "Why do you think I've got YWAM in this neighborhood?" These properties are a laboratory for mission. Hundreds of students, as Ruthie has just told you, have been trained in these properties and continue to be trained. Right now, we're running the Calling All Skaters Discipleship Training School. A bunch of crazy skateboarders are living in these properties with their skateboards, and they're going out with a portable barbecue, and they take it out to Soma and to the Soup Bowl over in Potrero Hill and to the different skate parks of the city, sharing hot dogs, sharing meals, sharing skate tricks, and talking about Jesus with other broken people here in the city. One of our staff members, Sam, there in the back, if you could just stand up. Sam is from Thailand. And Sam goes out every Friday night, serving hot chocolate late at night. Every Friday night we have hot chocolate if you want to join us here on Friday nights at 7 o'clock. But even after 7 o'clock, Sam still goes out after 9 o'clock, and he walks out in the street serving hot chocolates to the people. Recently, Sam met an older Army veteran guy by the name of Bill, who's been homeless for 25 years here in the neighborhood. And Sam became friends with him, starting with a cup of hot chocolate, and has kept meeting with him over the months. And Bill started coming here, right to this room. This room is open every day of the week. It's called the Ellis Drop-In Center, where people from the street can come in to this room where you're sitting right now. They can use our bathrooms. They can use our showers. They can come and get a haircut like you saw in the video. Or they can just come in and play dominoes or pool. And our staff are here to meet with them and to pray with them. Bill started coming to receive the services here. And Bill not only started receiving the services, Bill started coming to Bible study. And Bill not only started coming to Bible study, Bill went for detox and rehab. And Bill now has got housing, and he's a believer in Jesus Christ. And he told Sam, he said, "God has changed my life for me to be now a message here in the Tenderloin for other people who are just as broken as I am." Secondly, they're not only a laboratory for mission, but they're a springboard for multiplication of mission, not only here, but in the whole San Francisco area. The gospel is always the same, but how we preach it keeps on changing. How we do it here is not how we do it in North Beach. How we do it in North Beach is not how we do it in Fremont. How we do it in Fremont is not how we do it in San Jose. We try to find the appropriate way and the means for how it should be done in each different place. From the very foundation of this ministry in 1988, it's been very clear. I've read the documents, I've read the intercession notes, I've gone over the prophetic words, and it's been very clear that YWAM was not just to have a presence in the Tenderloin, but YWAM was to have a presence throughout the whole San Francisco Bay Area. 2014, when we were in the process of trying to purchase these buildings, and believe me, it was a challenge. We had 60 days to come up with the money, otherwise we were kicked out. In 2014, when we were trying to purchase these buildings, a homeless man walked into our buildings and he said, word is on the street that YWAM is going to get kicked out of the neighborhood. And we don't want that to happen. We want you guys here. He reached inside of his pockets and he took out everything that he had. And he gave us $7. And that gift that he gave us that day, and that was just one of many gifts. Some of you that are sitting in here right now have helped us in miraculous ways. That was one of many gifts. Some gifts small, some gifts large. I want to ask you, what would God say to you? We are looking for people that would consider a special gift as the year ends to help us. All monies given will go directly to paying down our mortgage. We're looking for people that would give a special gift. We're looking for people that would become monthly supporters, building partners. They would say, I'll support monthly for whatever time God so leads you. All the money that's given, we will put it towards the paying down these buildings because we want to see this building paid off so that we can keep on expanding into what the other places that God has for us. We bought these two buildings for $4 million in 2014. We're presently owing $1.88 million on our loan. More than $2 million has come in through a remarkable, incredible, wonderful miracle. Thank you so much.